Hey, what is up guys? Happy Pokemon TCG here, and I want to apologize real quick guys. I'm feeling a little under the weather. It's probably my allergies, but yeah, if I sound a little congested, that's what it is. But today I have a deck profile for you guys, and I'm going to be showing you a Espeon Decidueye list. And I actually used this list very recently to win a league challenge, and here is the obligatory I got first place thing. Hopefully that's in frame. But yeah, my matchups were pretty fun. I faced off against a Darkrai Hypno deck round 1, and then I faced off against a Lycanroc Garbodor deck with hammers, and then I faced off against Mega Mewtwo Espeon, and then I played a Raticate deck in the final round, no lie. But this deck was actually very fun, and I had a lot of, I guess I just had a lot of fun playing it. But we're going to get into it here, guys. This will be down in the description below, by the way, as always. So, starting off with 3 Espeon GX. Espeon GX, of course, has Psybeam for 30, and your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. Psychic for a Psychic, Psychic for a Psychic. That threw me off. For a Psychic Energy and a DCE, it does 60 plus 30 more for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. And then Divide GX, you can put 10 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. And so that means you just pretty much get free 10 damage counters just to place around. And it's pretty cool. I also played one Jolteon. Jolteon was in there specifically for Shaymin. And of course, I guess Eevee matchups too. Just really anything with electric weakness, maybe Lugia. Just really anything. That was the one I opted for. You can definitely play another one if you would like to. But the cool thing about this deck is, of course, it does get to use Energy Evolution with Eevee. Whenever you play energy from your hand onto Eevee, you can search your deck for one Eeveelution that is the same type as the energy you just put on there. So, since we run Psychic Energy, basically what you do is you just throw a Psychic Energy on Eevee, and then you can search for Espeon and just play it right down. And that's pretty cool because you can pretty much come into the game already to attack with Psybeam. And Psybeam's actually a very handy attack, by the way. It actually helped me win against that Lycanroc deck. But next up, we're going to take a look at the support Pokemon. So we run a 3-3-3 Decidueye deck, and I want to give a quick shout out to my boy Ricky for allowing me to borrow a Decidueye for the tournament because mine hadn't come in yet. So yeah, had he not let me borrow a Decidueye, I wouldn't have been able to play this deck in a tournament. But a 3-3-3 Decidueye. Decidueye is one of probably the most hyped cards coming out of Sun and Moon. And has been performing very, very well recently too. Has Feather Arrow. Once during the turn before you attack, you may put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. It does have a couple attacks, but for this deck we really can't use them. But basically it just has Razor Leaf for 90, and then Hollow Hunt GX. You can put 3 cards from your discard pile into your hand. So this deck was pretty much all about using Decidueye's Feather Arrow to just dish out some damage. The cool thing about it is sometimes Espeon just can't do enough damage. You might come a little short, and so Decidueye just kind of helps you set up knockouts or helps you pick off stuff, and it's just a pretty cool little combination, honestly. Very fast too, because when you think about it, Psybeam for 30 is not all that much damage, but if you have a couple Decidueye out, you know, being able to do 30, confuse them, and then turn that into 70 basically with the Feather Arrow, it's pretty cool. I really liked it. It seemed like my deck was getting Decidueye out pretty consistently. And plus there's a couple other attackers in here you can put with Decidueye that's just really good. Like Lugia EX. Lugia EX it's just a quick attacker that could do a decent amount of damage. And on top of that, I don't know, Arrow Ball is just really good. I never used Deep Hurricane, which is 80, and then you discard a Stadium, and it does 70 more. Really, I was just doing Arrow Ball. I didn't want to commit 2 DCEs to a single Lugia, but Lugia and Decidueye together is a pretty good combination. Just a little nice amount of damage, just a quick attacker that's also resistant to fighting, which is pretty good. Then we have Oranguru. This is very similar to Espeon GX. They both have Psychic, except Oranguru is 20 instead of 30. Yeah. It also has a very handy ability called Instruct. If you get into one, you basically can guarantee yourself 2 cards going into your next turn, so that helps out a little bit. Or if you just play your hand down significantly, then Instruct can come in handy. It's just a decent little one prize attacker that is basically the exact same as Espeon, so that's really good. And then to round out the Pokemon, we have 2 Shaymin EX just for consistency reasons, just to allow you to draw some more cards and hopefully help you set up. The strategy is very simple. You just use Espeon, Lugia, and Oranguru to be your attackers, and then Decidueye just helps you set up damage. I actually really like this deck. It was really fun to play. But for the supporters, nothing too fancy. Just 3 Sycamore, 3 In, and 2 Lysandre. Originally, I was thinking about running the 3 Lysandre that I keep seeing in a lot of different lists that usually has Decidueye in it. But I just decided not to. I think I took it out for a 4th VS Seeker because that's just what I was comfortable with. And it actually ended up biting me a little bit because I did face a Garbodor deck, and my damage output got halted like just horribly, and I ended up having to use my GX attack to knock out the Garbodor. So it did ended up like helping me, and I think it got me back into the game, but just the fact that I had to do that really sucks. It would have been better just to Lysandre probably, and you know, just pick it off with Psychic and then have my, you know, Divide GX for later. But it's really your call. We also have 4 VS Seeker just to get your supporters back. Then we have 4 Ultra Ball along with 4 Level Ball. A lot of stuff in here has 90 HP, your Rowlett, your Dartrix, your Eevees, and your Jolteon. And so being able to grab those all with Level Ball is very handy and helps you set up those turn 1 Decidueyes. And then Ultra Ball just allows you to grab everything, which is pretty good. And in all honesty, if you think about it, 1 Level Ball can turn into an Espeon if you have the right cards in your hand. So that's pretty good. 3 Trainer's Mail. This is just in here to help you fetch out some stuff out of your deck if you might need them. Helps you get the turn 1 Decidueye, or just helps you hopefully get a supporter out of your deck. 2 Floatstone. Most of the time with this card, I didn't just throw it down as soon as I got it. I would hold it and wait for them to try to Lysandre up a Decidueye or Lysandre up a Shaymin or something and just pass. So this came in very handy. Just 2 seemed to work out very well with how I was playing them. I wasn't trying to play stupid and just throw them down, and you know, it ended up working out for me. Then we have 3 Force of Giant Plants. You guys know what this does. Basically allow you to just go into Rowlett, then into Dartrix, and then into Decidueye, basically without having to go through the hassles of it being a stage 2. It just basically it's broken time space. And to round out the deck, we have 7 Psychic Energy, and then we have 4 DCE. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. But yeah, just the 7 Psychic seemed to be like the perfect number, especially since I put in the 7th one last minute, and then I went against that Lycanroc deck and it ended up like saving me kinda. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The deck's very, very simple to play, especially if you use the Decidueye decks before. Espeon is just a cool card, and that's really why I wanted to play it. And on top of that, I found a very good deal on Decidueye, and so I just wanted to buy one and then try the deck out. But unfortunately, it got there the day of the tournament, and I already left. But overall, this is a very fun deck. And as for changes I would probably make, that Garbodor matchup really made me regret taking out the 3rd Lysandre. But having the 4th VS Seeker was very helpful. But I don't know what I would take out. It just really depends. In all honesty, I didn't really use Jolteon all that much. I don't think I ever used it one time, so that might be something I might look at. But just having Jolteon is pretty cool, because you have to have 3 Decidueye and then use Psychic to one-shot a Shaymin, whereas you can just do 120 if you have a Jolteon. It just really depends, but yeah, this got me a 4-0 League Challenge win. I'll definitely take that. It was a lot of fun. I had a very good day. It just sucks that I came home and got sick. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like it, subscribe for some more content, and we are on the road to 1,000 videos, and I have a very special video planned for my 1,000th video, so make sure to stay tuned for that. You guys are all absolutely fantastic. Try not to get sick like me. Don't be stupid. Take care, and this is Epic Pokemon TCG signing out. Take care, guys. Catch 'em all.